place. Hello, everyone. This is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebel. Welcome to the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast number 209. This is the one about Jeet Kune Do and truly expressing yourself. Sorry for the technical glitch. Sometimes I don't know what's going on in Ukraine. Actually, sometimes I do. All right, so if you're logging in, please say where you're logging in from. Hit the like button and feel free to continue doing so throughout the broadcast. If you are catching the simulcast over on the YouTube, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe and click the notification bell. If you enjoy my work and you'd like to support the program, please visit jkdrebel.com. Click on the Rebel Gear link, and that's where you'll see stuff such as this, the beloved Jeet Kune Do 4 Tenets t-shirt, long sleeve, short sleeve, hoodie, and coffee mug. So, but of course, the best thing you can do is to share this video and spread the word about the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast. I know you guys are just like me. You can't wait until I'm big like Joe Rogan and I just have to walk in, turn the microphone on and talk, right? Instead of having to do all the technical stuff myself. All right, so let's start today's discussion at the very beginning with the dictionary definition of expression, which is the process of making known one's thoughts or feelings. So I like to do this even though sometimes it gets me in trouble. So in case you're wondering, the English word express is derived from the Latin, the prefix ex, meaning out of or away from, and the verb primo, primary, pressi, pressum, which means to push. So literally, expression is a pushing out of that which is conceivably inside. So when Bruce Lee says that truly expressing oneself is not an easy thing, what does he mean? Perhaps he means that before you can express yourself, you have to know yourself, right? And what did he have to say about self-knowledge? That's why I said in the beginning, self here, self there, self everywhere. He said self-knowledge is the basis of Jeet Kune Do because it is effective not only for the individual's martial art, but also for his life as a human being. Shout out to Jeremiah Gill, because he actually put this up on the I Love Jeet Kune Do page sometime yesterday. He and I were having a back and forth about real Bruce Lee quotes and not. So just coincidentally, he put this up the other day, right? So, and what else? Bruce Lee also said, to know oneself is to study oneself in action with another person. Relationship is a process of self-revelation. So, safe to say, Bruce Lee was very, very aware of the difficulty in getting to the point of true, honest, human self-expression because of the investment in human development which it requires. So what should we make of people who, in expressing themselves, take the time to let everybody else know that that person's expression is somehow incorrect? There's probably another Dwight Woods somewhere in the world who has 2 arms and 2 legs, probably not as handsome as I am, and who trains in martial arts. But he is not me, and he will never be me. Bruce Lee understood this, not about me, but about life. And so he understood that even the members of his training groups, ultimately, they would express their own way, and he was probably fine with that, so long as, if you're a member of his group, you acquire the strong fundamentals, right? There's no way a guy like Bruce Lee, a guy who talked so much about the individual, there's no way that that type of guy intended for people to copy him in attempting to express themselves. Now, that's not to say that, on the other hand, he expected them to come from a completely different direction, right? From a complete 180-degree direction. and say that they were training in Jeet Kune Do and that he would have been fine with that. He was well aware that expression in Jeet Kune Do could never mean to do only what Bruce Lee did. And if you doubt me, just do a search. Just do a small search for what Bruce Lee had to say about individual expression, and you will find many, many of his words to that effect. Again, I think it's safe to say that Bruce Lee expected to continue developing his art. He just didn't know that he wouldn't be around to do it. So he's gone. So the evolution of the art, the continued development of the art falls on those of us involved in JKD who are still surviving. So that means that we must evolve as individuals right alongside the art. It's not like the art evolves somehow magically and mysteriously by itself, and the people don't also evolve. The people don't go anywhere. What, the art has legs and arms of its own. So another colleague of mine, GN, Paulo Rubio, he put up yesterday also, his post was about whether or not Jeet Kune Do is supposed to be simple or complicated. And if you have seen that post, did you see how all the different people had similar answers to his question? That's a clue, right? So remember the early quote about knowing oneself in action with another? To know oneself is to study one's action with another person. Relationship is a process of self-revelation. That's also a clue. That's a clue. See that thing about relationship in evolving alongside another person? That's a clue about how we're supposed to behave in the Jeet Kune Do world, if anybody was to ask me. Okay, all right, so enough of that. Started late, got to rush it a little bit. So what do you think? Do you think that, for example, I thought of this just before we went live. Do you think that a person, a Jeet Kune Do person, can truly express him or herself without being honest with the people around him? We could extend that into life too, but that's another topic for another time. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And that's all I got to say about this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at Dwight Woods and on Instagram at Dwight D. Woods. Quick heads up. If you're someone who is interested in learning more tips and techniques and strategies and all that kind of stuff for structuring your JKD training, whether you train by yourself, you have a little group, or you actually run a school, send me an email, jkdrebel@gmail.com with JKDSS. That's what, Juliet, Kilo, David, Sam, right, in the subject line. And you'll get on the mailing list for when we have that program up and going. Coming up on Friday, January 7th, a Jeet Kune Do Dialogues episode with the two Mikes, Michael Lopez Perez and Mike Yuski. So that's at 6 p.m. because I think we're all on the East Coast. Today is a black and white or a gray day. There we go. This is gray in case you can't tell. Right, so I'll see you hopefully Friday at 6 p.m. If not, see you back here next week for another issue of the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast. Until then, this is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebel, signing off. Take care, be safe, enjoy the rest of your evening. Talk soon.
Man, listen, you see, really, to me, okay, to me, ultimately, martial art means honestly expressing yourself. Now, it is very difficult to do, but to express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, and to express myself honestly, now, that, my friend, is very hard to do.